Every morning, before the city woke up, Sarah made coffee. Not because she needed it. Not because she was tired. She made it because it was hers, a quiet moment that belonged only to her. Sarah was a busy woman. She worked long hours at a small accounting office, came home late, cooked dinner for her daughter Lily, helped with homework, and fell asleep on the sofa more nights than she wanted to admit. Her days felt like a river moving too fast, always rushing, always somewhere else to be. But at 5 in the morning, the house was still. Lily was asleep. The street outside was empty, and Sarah stood in the kitchen in her old blue robe, watching the coffee drip slowly into the pot. She had started this habit 3 years ago, after a hard winter. That year, her mother had passed away. Her hours at work had increased, and Lily had started a new school where she knew nobody. Everything felt heavy. Sarah felt like she was carrying a bag full of stones every single day. One night, she read something small in a book, just one sentence. It said, "Give yourself 5 minutes every morning, just 5. Before the world asks anything of you." She thought it was silly. 5 minutes? What could 5 minutes do? But the next morning, she woke up early. She made coffee. She sat by the window. She watched the dark sky slowly turn gray, then pink, then gold. And for the first time in months, she felt something soft inside her chest. Not happiness exactly, just peace. At first, it really was just 5 minutes. She would drink half her coffee, hear Lily moving upstairs, and go back to her regular morning making breakfast, packing bags, rushing out the door. But slowly, the 5 minutes became 10. Then 15. Then 30. She started bringing a small notebook to the kitchen table. At first, she just wrote the date and the weather. November 4th. Cold, cloudy, small things, silly things. But her hand kept moving, and soon the words became longer. She wrote about her day before, what she was worried about, what she was grateful for. She wrote about Lily, how she laughed at dinner, how she was growing up so fast, how her hair smelled like strawberry shampoo when Sarah hugged her goodnight. She wrote about her mother, memories she had almost forgotten, the way her mother sang while washing dishes, the smell of her kitchen on Sundays, the sound of her voice on the phone, always ending the same way. "Take care of yourself, Sarah. You matter too." The coffee grew cold sometimes before Sarah finished it. She didn't mind. The cup wasn't really about coffee. It was about coming back to herself every single morning. Before the world started past, the habit stayed. Sarah never set an alarm for 5 o'clock. She just woke up. Her body had learned the routine the way a flower learns to turn toward light without being told. One morning in spring, Lily came downstairs earlier than usual. She was 7 years old and wore her dinosaur pajamas. Her hair was messy, and her eyes were still half closed. "Mama, why are you always up so early?" she asked, climbing onto the chair beside Sarah. Sarah smiled and wrapped an arm around her. "I like the quiet," she said. Lily looked at the window. Outside, a bird was sitting on the fence, singing in the pale morning light. "It is quiet," Lily said seriously. "And pretty." Sarah kissed the top of her head. "Yes, it is." They sat together for a while without talking. Sarah sipped her coffee. Lily watched the bird. The kitchen was warm. The morning was gentle. Later, Sarah wrote in her notebook, "Lily came downstairs today. We watched a bird together. I didn't say much. I didn't need to. Some mornings are perfect not because something big happens, but because something small does." She underlined the last sentence twice. That evening, Sarah told her friend Nadia about the morning habit over the phone. Nadia laughed a little. 5 a.m.? Sarah, I can barely wake up at 7. I know. Sarah laughed too. I never thought I was a morning person either. Does it really help? Nadia asked. Sarah looked at the notebook on the counter, now its 3rd volume, nearly full. "It doesn't fix anything," she said honestly. "Bad days still happen. I still get tired. I still worry. But before the day starts, I get to choose who I am. just for 30 minutes. Someone calm, someone grateful. Nadia was quiet. That sounds beautiful, she finally said. It's just coffee, Sarah said, and they both laughed. But Sarah knew it wasn't just coffee. It was a small, quiet promise she made to herself every morning. I will take care of you. You matter too. Her mother's words, still alive, carried forward in a warm cup.